Well, the monthly games are here. The month the the monthly games are here. Yeah, the monthly games of March, the 3rd of March.
Hello there and welcome to PGA Tour 2K25. My name is John McCarthy and I'm going to give you a few tips in this lesson about how to swing the club. That's one of the most important parts of this game, so let's get into it. Fantastic work on this lesson. All right, not quite, but we're gonna give it another go. And look at you. That's what we want. Well done. All right, you seem to know what you're doing here. That was a good try, but not quite getting there. Let's try again. All right, not quite there yet, but we'll try again. Well, that one did not work. Let's try again. Good try, but I think we can do better. Let's try again. That's all right. We're going to try this again anyways. Good try, but I think we can do better. We'll do one more time. All right, that wasn't too bad, was it? Glad you got through those lessons. And now we are going to take you over to create your first My Player. There's a whole lot more to explore in here. Can't wait to see what you create in PGA Tour 2K25. And I hope/know I will see you out there on the course real soon.
Bro, how do I even start the golf? Why are there so many fucking menus and shit? I just wanna start the golf. What the hell is that? Where do I start the golf? And at this point, I'm just spamming buttons until I start the golf. Okay. I don't know. There's a personality thing? Why the fuck's that? Why the fuck is there a personality meter? Jesus Christ.
Pga Sports, in association with the Corn Ferry Tour, is delighted to bring you today's event. The first round of the Corn Ferry Tour season opener is about to begin. It's great to have your company. I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, and out on the course bringing all the action is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Rich, this is the first taste of life on the Corn Ferry Tour for our featured player. What should be their goal?
Well, I think the goal is plain and simple. Try and be within the top 30 at the year's end Corn Ferry Tour Championship, which will then secure this player a PGA Tour card.
He's setting up for his second shot. Just a stroke behind the leader. Going with the pitching wedge here. Come on, get down. Setting up from the first cut here in the green. He has this putt to save his par. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've got it going right to left here.
Now that's a mistake. How do you leave that short? And this next putt, it's for bogey. Oh, isn't that the worst, stopping right before the hole? Trailing by a few shots after that hole. You've arrived at the 12th, a par 3. That's not the one he wanted.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just doing random shit now.
Second shot here on the 12th.
Yeah, this one's going long out the rough.
Not a bad play, that one. He's had a tough time of it on the greens here today. Hopefully all that'll change right here. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, from down here, it looks about 22 feet to the hole.
This is a 20-footer. Can he make one from long range? Got a chance here. Oh, what a bonus. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. It's time to take a look at this 13th hole. Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough. Setting this putt up from a mile away. And he's down there. You got to read?
This one starts out moving right and then comes back to the left. Should be interesting. That was long range for him. That's good stuff.
This putt is about 8 feet.
For bogey.
That's the cardinal sin, leaving it short in the heart. He's looking to hold this now for a double bogey. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Sitting at 1 over for the day. We've arrived at the par 4 14th hole.
Don't you dare.
That one's just going to catch the light rough. Second shot here on the 14th hole.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
And a par putt awaits him. John, have you got a read on this one?
And I think this one's going to go right to left.
Never up, never in. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And that will drop him to 2 over now for the tournament.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
It's time to begin this par 4 hole. Standing over his second shot. Choosing the 9-iron here. That's just inside the range.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
11 feet to the cup. Never quite hit that. And that should secure the par on this one. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Welcome to the 16th hole, a par 3. Going with the 7. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. Unbelievable.
That was all luck, but listen, luck counts in this game. Mark me down for a 1, I say.
Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
I mean, what can you say about a shot like this? This was absolute perfection.
So after that hole, he's now up to even with the card. So after the opening round, and a pretty solid one at that, this player still finds himself a fair way off the pace.
They are definitely a fairway off pace, but listen, you can't go out there and play like they did today against this world-class field and expect to finish anything where they did. I mean, it's just an okay round of golf, and it shows.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.
I'm here just to golf, nothing else.
Pga Sports, in association with the Corn Ferry Tour, is delighted to bring you today's tournament. Our second round coverage of the Corn Ferry Tour season opener is coming your way right now. Terrific to have your company. I'm Luke Elvey. Let's get to it. Taking a look at the leaderboard and the position of our featured player. And it's a story that really isn't spoken about as much on tour, but it should be a nerve-wracking day ahead for our player.
That's right, Luke. Right now, this player is just floating above the cut line. They're going to have to go out and play a pretty solid round of golf to stick around for the weekend.
And John McCarthy's jogging over to the spot right now. He'll have a look inside that bunker and see how it's lying. Is it any good, mate?
I'm not seeing a whole lot of ball in the sand here, guys. Let's see how they deal with this one.
That was a misjudgment coming out of the sand.
This would be a great up and down. Big putt for par coming up. Yeah, that was slightly misjudged. Well, that's a shame not to par the first. Always hurts.
Yeah, a bit of a rocky start, but let's face it, 17 holes left to play, Luke. There's lots of times to make up for that mistake.
Here we are at the second tee. Not quite the shot he was wanting. Opting for the 5-wood.
Look out left.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. 14 feet to the cup.
These par putts, they keep a round going.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
Just a short putt remaining here. This player's starting to drop back now. Now at level with the card after being a couple under to start the round.
They're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Here we are at the third hole, a par 3.
Yeah, this is gonna airmail the flag.
Well played, mate. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. They're going to like the look of this one. That's in the circle of friendship. Putting for a par here. Oh, that's criminal. How do you leave that short? Yeah, not much to sweat there. And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. We have a par 4 on this one. Coming off a streak of 3 bogeys. Club face may have got caught up in the rough here. Well, doesn't take a genius to know that this is not a good place to be.
Not as easy and straightforward as yesterday's par, so work to be done.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
Yeah, that was a safe play. 15 feet to the cup. And he's down there. You got a read?
So, straight for the most part, with a little bit of left at the end.
That'll hurt the momentum. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum. This is his second shot. Opting for the 5-iron. This is a fairly lengthy putt here. Ooh. Sadly hasn't made a putt all day. Hopefully that can change here. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, he's got just over 16 feet here.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt back up the hill, moving to the right.
All right, let's stop the bleeding. This putt for quadruple bogey. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Now at 6 over for the event. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
Hopefully better than the last, trying to shake off what happened on the previous hole.
That's heading into the rough, I think. Well, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff.
Hitting it over here in the first place was just awful. I would blame his caddy.
It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
When you come out of the rough, your distance control gets off.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Ooh. A 7-footer right here.
Let's keep those doubles off the card.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. Wow, that's misjudged. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And as we check the standings, our leader has a one-stroke advantage. Well, with that, unfortunately, this person's event is over. Unable to make the cut here today. That's a shame.
Now the next question is aisle or window. I'm telling you, it's a terrible feeling missing the cut, but you learn from all the mistakes you made, you move on and hopefully forget about it or fix the problems before you tee it up next time.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. Pga Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to present today's event. All right, it's time to get the balls in the air for the opening round coverage. Let's head out onto the course. Hello all, I'm Luke Elvey. It's terrific to have your company as always here at 2K Sports. Alongside me in the booth is Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following all the action. The crowd is up for it this week, I can tell you that. Glad to have you with us as we kick off the next event right here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get into the action. Let's get down to the fourth hole. Attaboy, good shot. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Only a few shots off the pace.
With this wind, that's a thing of beauty.
Chance to get one under the card with this putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
That's disappointing. 4 feet to the cup. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Hole 5 is a par 3. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Opting for the 6 iron. That one's headed left. This would be a great up and down from this spot. This now, his 3rd shot. Just 3 back from the leader. Wow, that almost went in the hole. This next putt for double bogey. And that putt'll drop. Well done. And that will drop him to 2 over now for the tournament.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Time to tee off at the 6th.
Nice. This one hit the fast lane.
Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Well, let's hope this one draws a good lie, because it's not going to be on the fairway. Sitting at 2 over par. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Steps up to a putt of about 15 feet in distance. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
Oh dear, this next putt now for double bogey. Well, that's a mistake. Tough to leave that short. And that finishes up the efforts with a tiny little tap in. Now 8 shots back after that hole. As we move to the 7th, it's a par 3. Yep, sure, it was a bad hole. But as all good caddies would say to you, let it go. Focus on this shot and this shot only. Just let that shot be water off a duck's back. Second shot here on the 7th. That one might need to pump the brakes. Well, it's found the surface, but that's about as much as you can say about it. This is from miles away. Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. This one for bogey. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's looking down the barrel of a 24-foot putt.
Three feet to go here to the hole. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, that was certainly a tale of two nines, Rich, and well done for this player to fight through a sloppy start.
Well, that's what they had to do after that opening 9. It wasn't going to be pretty if they had the back 9 to match the front 9. Thankfully, they turned it around, got it back on the back 9. Hopefully,
2K Sports, in association with the Corn Ferry Tour, are thrilled to bring you today's event. Our second round coverage is about to begin. Hello everyone, Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's terrific to have your company on 2K Sports. Our leader is at -3 as we begin today's play on 2K Sports. We'll head down to the 11th hole now. Sitting at 2 under. He may not have enough club to reach the green here. He's standing over his third shot. Just 2 shots behind. That was a solid shot. Out of the bunker and onto the surface. And if this can go down, he'll save par. He finds himself in a share of 11th. The 12th hole is a par 4. And taking aim from around 100 yards here. Only 2 shots off the pace. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. A spot in the top 5 on the line here. And he's down there. You got to read.
This putt is breaking right to left. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. He's got this for his par.
It's disappointing. It failed to reach the cup. Yep, well done. Currently at -1 following that hole.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
We have a par 3 on this one. Looks to be going with the 6 iron. Second shot here on the 13th hole. Sitting at 1 under the card. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Judging it beautifully.
And this next putt here is for a double bogey. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. On the tee now, the par 5, 14th. Time to take on this shot from the rough.
Not quite going to be as easy to birdie this one today as it was yesterday.
Might not have enough out of the rough on this one.
Right into the water on that one. Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be. And he needs this to save par. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Looking like 32 feet or so to the cup.
Oh, that rushed past the hole with some serious speed. Look at this one just roll off the green. A bit too much pace, but a chance still to get it back up and in. Oh, he's up, Tiger. This is a fairly lengthy putt here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one. This is testing. A big right to left slope.
Gee, if this is up, it could be in. Oh, well played.
That was spectacular, Luke. Great work. Great shot.
And after that, he'll drop to 4 over par for the event. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole.
Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
Looking great so far out the rough.
Good look at a birdie here.
He's done a nice job there.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This one is for par.
And now at +4 for the event.
Okay, bye. This game is boring.